Welcome back everyone to another live trading session with me. So, US market open is in about 36 minutes. I am expecting a bullish move. There actually have been some nice developments happening throughout today and well, yeah, most entirely today. Yesterday we actually got a nice, well, not so nice because we got absolutely washed out from the trade. But yes, we did actually go in for a trade towards that downside, and we got absolutely cooked on yesterday's trade. So we saw a massive impulse towards this upside, as you can see, and that was entirely on Trump saying that he's obviously cancelled the strikes that he was going to obviously do for Iran. And now today we're getting more and more news surrounding the fact that we actually may have a deal this time round. So let's have a look at that before we have the US market open. Liquidity wise, yeah, we are looking for this upside. You can see most of that liquidity is sat in the upside. That cluster is no longer valid, so we'll have a look in a 12-hour time frame, so it should be mostly an upside. Yeah, you can see most of it is just sat there at 64.4k. Now I'm not getting some kind of, well, I'm not getting any movement for Glint. Glint seems to be kind of buffering today, but we'll have a look on X. We've actually got some interesting news on there. So there we go. The US-Iran deal proposal has been officially confirmed by Iran. The deal proposal includes US sanctions relief, extension of ceasefire for 60 days, reopening the Strait of Hormuz within 30 days, lifting of oil sanctions, partial unfreezing of 24 billion in Iranian assets, and US plan to restore Iran's economy. Insiders say this plan may be signed as soon as this weekend, hoping for the agreement today. So yeah, we could get that agreement today. We've been getting more and more news, obviously surrounding today. There's not too much on that, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look. One hour ago. I've actually not seen too much movement for the markets actually. Let's have a look on Trading View. Yeah, gold is still in this downtrend, as you can see. So we actually have been moving within this downtrend for quite some time now. Let's have a look on gold. Not gold, sorry, Bitcoin. So crude oil is actually moving to this upside. There's currently not too much going on, but we are expecting obviously a US market open. I definitely am expecting a sharp move obviously to the upside for Bitcoin and Ethereum, and obviously gold as well. But obviously, yeah, I am looking at crude oil to be coming for that downside. So you can see. Let's just turn that down a little bit.
Stock market's up 1,000 points. That means they like the deal. So that means they like the market goes down. That means they don't like the deal. But it's been up, oil's dropped. Oil will start coming down to, I think, even lower than it was before. I said I was in Iowa. It was $1.85 a gallon. Good day. I know you'll never be.
So it's looking positive that we are going to be looking at and obviously an end to the war. Let's have a look what else we've got. Iran just accepted the peace memorandum framework. Yeah, so it pretty much talks about the whole thing there. Iran publishes a 14-point draft peace memorandum with the United States. Iranian state agency Mehr has released the full text of a proposed 14-point framework agreement between obviously Iran and United States, full and immediate cessation of the war on all fronts, including Lebanon, commitment by the United States to the principle of non-interference in Iran's internal affairs and respect for the country's sovereignty, complete lifting of the naval blockade within 30 days, resumption of operations in the Strait of Hormuz within 30 days, taking into account agreements with Iran, commitment by the United States to withdraw troops from territories bordering Iran, suspension of sanctions on the sale of oil, petrochemical products and derivatives, as well as a full access for Iran to its financial resources. The United States and its allies must present a plan to restore Iran at least worth at least 300 billion. Then we had obviously in freezing Iran's assets. So that is the most important headline that we've currently got going on. And I believe Elon Musk is now a trillionaire. A man who earned $28 an hour in SpaceX about to become a millionaire today because of the IPO. Let's have a look at a SpaceX IPO. This is absolutely insane. The SpaceX IPO has now drawn more than $70 billion worth of retail orders alone. SpaceX is raising $75 billion, raking retail interest alone enough to nearly fill the entire sale. So the SpaceX IPO is tonight, I believe. I believe Reuters actually did say that Elon Musk is the first trillionaire, but I'm not too actually known on that. But we'll have a look. I did actually get obviously a message of that exact thing, that Elon Musk is the first trillionaire, but I'm not sure about that. I mean, it was Reuters, so it does seem pretty legit, but we'll see. I don't think it's actually been released yet. So we do have about 28 minutes until we see the US market open. So let's have a look. So the SpaceX IPO is today. SpaceX is expected to begin trading publicly on June 12, 2026, after pricing its IPO at $135 per share under the ticker SBX on NASDAQ. Multiple major financial outlets report that the IPO has been priced and is either launching or has just launched, depending on your market timing. Let's have a look. I'm not too sure what exact time it's going to be. So there's no exact time that has been confirmed. So there's no exact confirmed launch time for trading yet. Approximately 6 p.m. So start monitoring from 6 p.m. with the highest probability of the actual first trade occurring at 7 p.m. Riga time. So it may be from 6 till 7 p.m. 6, 7, haha. What? Anyway, we are looking for a big push to the upside once we do have the US market open. Obviously, all the news today has been really positive. So I'm looking to start building a position towards this upside. Let's have a look at Athena. Yeah, Athena's actually still pushing this upside. Let's have a look. indicator wise, let's have a look what we're looking like. We're looking okay. Sellers are currently in the control right now, but like I said, we could actually get in for a position at this level. You can see we've had many rejections for this downside right now, and well, most of this liquidity is actually in the upside. So looking at about 64.2k with about a 35 million liquidation leverage, and the same in the 64.3, 64.4 level as well. So yeah, we are seeing them rejections in this area. You can see sellers are in control right now. They have been for quite some time actually, since this origin point. Obviously, this is the area we actually started moving to this downside. So ever since that, we have been looking very weak. But like I said, it's in 25 minutes, and I am looking for this upside. We'll obviously wait a little bit before we enter, and then yeah, when it comes to, let's say, 5 minutes to US market open, we'll try and look for the best position that we can. At least 121 empty oil tankers are making their way to the United States of America right now. 68 of them can carry 2 million barrels each. Empty oil tankers. How does that make sense? Oh, so they're delivering the oil to there? All around the world? I mean, Trump has been stealing oil from Iran, so I mean, you know, he's obviously gonna not let the oil price skyrocket, and that would obviously impact the entire economy, and it won't be good whatsoever. Well, for anyone, it wouldn't be good for anyone, but we'll see, we'll see. World Cup 2026, it's already going down. Mexico, Azteca joined the opening ceremony in the first match of the FIFA World Cup. So the first match was what, Mexico and... No, it wasn't Mexico, was it? The clarity had just hit its hardest wall yet. The latest closed-door ethics negotiation ended with a no deal. Participants left frustrated. No one's talking. Once calling the talks rocky, they reconvene Thursday to try again. The company's valuation hit 1.77 trillion today. So does that make Elon Musk a trillionaire or not? Yes, based on the multiple reports surrounding the SpaceX IPO, Elon Musk has either become the world's first trillionaire or is extremely close, depending on which valuation methodology is used. Several major outlets, including Reuters and the Washington Post, reports that the SpaceX IPO pushed Musk's estimated net worth Over 1 trillion. With some estimates pricing it around 1.1 to 1.2 trillion on paper. That is insane. That is insane. I mean, Elon Musk is top one. Yes, his net worth is currently 982 billion. Wow, that is insane. That is absolutely crazy. The biggest losers currently, Larry Ellison, Zhou Xingyong and family, Steve Ballmer, Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg's net worth is down 864 million. That is crazy. So previously he was worth 195 billion, and that's his obviously real-time net worth. He is number 7 in the world. But yeah, obviously Elon Musk is now the person with the biggest net worth in the whole world. Larry Page is 2nd place, Sergey Brin is 3rd, Jeff Bezos is 4th, and Larry Ellison is 5th. Oracle, Amazon, Google, Tesla, SpaceX. And they're all in the 50s, even though Larry Ellison's 81, Jeff Bezos is 62. But yeah, I mean, I do actually believe he will reach 1 trillion. There actually have been news sources that have said that obviously Elon Musk is now a trillionaire because of obviously this whole IPO thing. Well, not a whole thing. Obviously, that's not just a whole case, and the only thing that's obviously making him a trillionaire, but that is a big part. Obviously, he does own SpaceX and Tesla, but that is obviously a big aspect as well. Elon Musk will become the world's first trillionaire, with SpaceX record-breaking IPO pushing his net worth past 1 trillion and cementing his place as richest person in history. That is insane. That is actually insane. I think we had Reuters. Reuters actually did say this. Is that that's a Pablo Escobar remake of Elon Musk? Yeah, that is insane. That is actually insane. We've got about 10 more minutes. Well, 15 if you want to be absolutely on point. 17 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah, 17 minutes until the US market open. Like I said, I didn't want to come in for a position just yet, as obviously we may see a break of this structure, a break for this level right now. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll come in about 10 minutes. 10 minutes time. We'll most likely be coming in for a position towards the upside. But for now, we are looking for. Well, we're currently just kind of waiting for the US market open, and we'll see where we can price in our trade. So let's have a look. Whales are currently bearish, mid is neutral, retail is also neutral, so that is that. But like I said, US market open, I'm expecting huge moves towards this upside, obviously for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and well, Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. No, I mean Bitcoin, Ethereum, and obviously Athena as well. What else have we got going on X? SpaceX IPO will be quoted at 9:50 a.m. Eastern time today and begin trading at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Let me have a look at my time calculator thing. Let's have a look. So 10 a.m. Eastern time, that is 5 a.m. Oh no, it's not, 5 p.m. So just after the US market open. Currently the stock is indicated to open 25% higher, making SpaceX the 7th largest company, public company in the world, and Elon Musk the first trillionaire in history. So 10 a.m. Eastern time is 5 p.m. and then obviously it'll be like 4:50 to 5 p.m. Oh my! I feel like we may see some insane things actually happening in today's live session. It might be crazy. It might be crazy. So, we've got about 14 minutes until we see the US market open. I believe we'll see some insane things. Obviously, we have the US market open, and then about 20 minutes later, we have the SpaceX IPO opening as well. So this could be absolutely insane. This could be absolutely insane. I think I'm going to come in for a long position on Bitcoin. Actually, no, we'll come in for a long on Ethereum right now. Let's have a look. We're long on Ethereum, and we will also Athena. We're going to be long on Athena. For some reason, Glint is actually not working today. I'm not too sure why. I believe it's maybe due to how much is currently going on in the market, but I don't know. It may be a different issue, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Slightly bearish there. Got 10 minutes for the US market open. Let's have a look on liquidity wise what we've got going on right now. We have got most liquidity for Bitcoin is going to be in this upside. We'll have a look at Ethereum as well. Ethereum, we've got this tiny cluster, but there's not too much going on for Ethereum right now. So you can see we've just been rejected. Buyers have just stepped in pretty hard. Now whales are still leaning bearish for Bitcoin. Mid is neutral and retail is also still neutral. We'll see. Yeah, Bitcoin's kind of moving within this range that we've currently got going on. But yeah, I'm expecting some volatile moves in the US market open. That's in 9 minutes. 9 minutes is all we have to currently wait for to see a massive move to this upside. So we'll have a look. We will have a look. We'll most likely see crude oil obviously coming for this downside. Maybe coming even to about $80 a barrel. That would be pretty crazy. But yeah, we are currently kind of in this lower range. I'm not too worried right now. As you can see, we've been getting many rejections from this level. But yeah, like I said, I am leaning for the upside. We are still about 8 minutes away now from the US market open. 8 minutes away from the US market open. Let's have a look. We'll keep that open on the side, and we'll have a look on X, see if we've got anything interesting going on. President Trump says the Iran's supreme leader has approved a deal between the US and Iran, and this signing is coming soon. So that is what we are looking for at this US market open. This big move towards this upside. Iran just published the exact list of terms they will expect to end the war. No vague signals. Not we're open to talks. Named commitments and specific numbers. Point by point. Well, there we go. Iran actually commits to never having a nuclear weapon again, never acquiring a nuclear weapon. HEU, I'm not sure what HEU is, Down blending of highly enriched uranium under UN inspectors. Full reaffirmation of proliferation treaty obligations. Blockade. US removes blockade within 30 days. US withdraws troops forces positioned around Iran. US commits to interference in Iran's internal affairs. Strait reopened within 30 days, no tolls. Immediate permanent ceasefire on all fronts, including Lebanon. 24 billion in frozen assets released during 60-day negotiation window. So we're looking entirely positive. We are looking entirely positive right now. So that US market open is just in 5 minutes. 5 more minutes is all we have, all we've got left. So we'll see. We'll see. Four more minutes. Hello. So we have 4 more minutes until we see the US market open. Everything we've been getting today is mainly positive, so I am looking for a big push towards this upside. Obviously, entire news-wise, we've got everything has been positive. So I don't see why we kind of, reach for this downside. So yeah, like I said, 3 more minutes until we see the US market open. So I am expecting a relatively sharp move towards the upside, but we'll see what happens. Two more minutes. 'I entered long on Ethereum. Okay, we'll see what we get in the US market open. 2 more minutes. Well, it's probably just under 2 minutes, so I'll be looking at just over a minute. You can see we've been getting rejected from this zone multiple times actually here. You can see multiple rejections, rejection. So there's 1 more minute until the US markets open. We'll see. I'm expecting a big move. I'm expecting a big move towards this upside. We have 1 more minute left. Let's have a look what we see. Let's have a look. 1 more minute left. Probably 30 seconds. 25 seconds. There we go, US market is now open. I mean, my question is, why are we getting a move to the downside? Even though news-wise we're looking very positive. It looks like the war is ending. I'm not too sure why we're getting this big impulsive move towards this downside right now. Is it because of the IPO? I want to see that move for the upside, realistically. S&P 500 fell. Oh no, S&P 500 rises at the open, Nasdaq little changed. Let's have a look. What is going on with my charts today? I'm not getting any. What is going on? Slight push towards this downside, but then we are coming. Well, there's actually no movement. There's a little movement. So from about 7. Oh, well, we actually jumped in this area. You can see. So from 7,394 all the way up to 7,417. So that's E-mini. Yeah, Nasdaq is dumping. We're reaching heavily overbought already though. Are we pushing back up? We're pushing back up slowly. I'm just logging back in, so let's have a look, Right, we're back. I mean, we are looking heavily overbought. You can see we have just come in back within that level. MACD does look like it's about to come in for a crossover. Selling pressure has obviously decreased. We'll wait a little bit until we see an actual nice move maybe for the upside. We do want to see that crossover coming in for the MACD indicator. We want to see realistically the selling pressure coming to an absolute stop, and obviously you want to see now that starting wave of the buying pressure. So we want to see these green little blocks that we've got going on here. So it does look like we're about to come in for that crossover right there on the MACD. We're coming for a long position on Ethereum and not crude oil. Where was it? Athena. A slight position on that as well. Not too big. Yeah, well, like I said, I'm expecting this move towards this upside to continue. You can see we just came in for the crossover on the MACD. The selling pressure's gone now, and it does look like we're going to start building that buying pressure. What trades are you in? I've literally just entered, obviously, Ethereum and Athena. So the IPO is actually going to be released in, well, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. We are actually going to put in stop losses. We don't want to be getting, absolutely cooked. I am looking for this upside right now on Athena as well. Potentially looking for a move into this area here. Same for Ethereum. We don't want to be coming past this low, about there. It's because the IPO is coming out in 10 minutes. IPO is literally coming out in 10 minutes. Please announce when you exit in previous long ENA. No. Obviously I switched different. I switched a different account. Why have we just seen a massive move for this downside? That is crazy. We've still got potential to continue. IPO comes out in 10 minutes. Let's have a look. Just my friend's telling me he's expecting the biggest rug pull ever. We'll see. Well, we're expecting to start trading, obviously. What is it? The stock at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is when it gets released. Let's have a look. Where you will be able to trade. Under the SPXC on Nasdaq, you'll generally be able to trade it through major stockbrokers that offer US equities. I want to see what we actually get at this SpaceX IPO opening. I think it was 1650 where we actually have pricing in or something like that. We'll have close and trades. I'm not looking too safe on them. Selling pressure is pretty strong though, but we are coming in at an heavily oversold level there for the RSI. Yep, Ethereum has just made a move towards this upside. I'm so scared. Like, I don't know what to expect. We could either see a massive move towards this downside, or we could obviously see an insane move towards the upside. But other than that, it's going to be pretty crazy. $314 billion has been wiped from the US stock market in the last 5 minutes. President Trump says this. Oh my God, what's going on? Everything is popping off right now. The terms that Iran leaked out the fake news had nothing to do with the terms that we agreed to in writing. What they said, including their weak and pathetic statement or having a deal, bears no relation to the truth. Very dishonorable people to deal with them. There is no such thing as a dealing with. There's no such thing as a dealing in good faith. Amazing. Also, the totally rebuffed drone attack last night against Indian ships leaving the Strait of Hormuz is totally unacceptable. They better get their act together and fast. So it sounds like we're getting more conflict. Pretty much President Trump says the deal terms that Iran leaked have nothing to do with the terms that they have agreed to. The Iranian leaders are very dishonorable people to deal with. Trust issues persist. Sounds like a classic case of miscommunication. That's pretty much what everyone is kind of saying about that situation. So we've got a possible downside move for crypto could be very realistic. Obviously, the possibility on the SpaceX IPO and the number of analysts have actually been warning exactly about that. The main argument is that SpaceX competes for the same pool of speculative capital as crypto, AI stocks, and other growth assets. So we may actually see a massive move, obviously, towards the downside. Well, we could obviously see investors coming outside of Bitcoin, Ethereum stocks, anything, and obviously coming directly into SpaceX, the SpaceX IPO. But we'll see. We've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes. I mean, I am leaning to the downside. I believe we may see actually a big move towards this downside. So let's have a look. Hello. I'm good. I am good. How is everyone else? How are you guys doing? Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We've got 9 more subscribers to go. 9 more subscribers, then we've hit 200. Let's go. I want to see it. I want to see it today. 200 subscribers. Should we come in for a cheeky position on Bitcoin? I'm going to come in for a position on Bitcoin towards that downside. I want to be seeing Ethereum clearing these lows as well, and we'll come in for SpaceX IPO. Said drew more than 350 billion in total demand. SpaceX IPO said to draw 250 billion institutional orders. The Department of War released a batch of UFO. Well, that's not going to be any use to our trade. I didn't want to come in for a trade on Sui. Where's Sui? For the downside as well. We're not going to go too crazy. I'm going to put in a relatively small position. SpaceX IPO does actually launch in about 10 minutes, well 11 minutes. Let's have a look. SpaceX IPO launch. $9:50 a.m. Eastern time. That's going to be the release quotation, and I believe that was at we'll reverse that position. We've just got a big move for the upside coming. $9.50. I believe that evaluation has come out now. Where can I actually trade the SpaceX IPO? Yeah, that would be good. 1K would be crazy. 1K would be crazy. But yeah, guys, hit that subscribe button. That will be greatly, greatly appreciated. Is it going to be released in 8 minutes? I reckon that's a good place to come in for a position. I reckon we give it a little bit of time. Give it a little bit of time. Because we can obviously come in quickly for the catch the momentum of this massive move that we're probably going to see, and on the SpaceX IPO. Elon is speaking right now on the Nasdaq floor. Where? On X? Where is it? If people told me this was going to happen, I was like, you must be smoking some really good crack. I gave SpaceX less than a 10% chance of succeeding at all. What on earth is that? Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, there's no chance that's real. Well, 6 minutes, 6 minutes.
That goes to the NSA, to the CIA, the FBI. When that data flow stops, information is lost. We saw in Twitter.
Where can I actually watch the live?
Pan out with the share price, but bringing Paul back in, because since you mentioned the profit it had put on in that short amount of time, it's gone up yet again. Where is it?
Yeah, it's got to $174 a share is the latest, so that's added a couple more clicks up, getting towards 30% up on opening. Very interesting what Kathleen has to say there when the earnings reports, when the normal choreography of running a public company, we start to find out
the fundamentals.
We start to find out whether gravity will apply to SpaceX. The indications are thus far that it won't, and it's going to be a fascinating ride. Just flicking back, just having a little look here, just at Elon Musk's own wealth here. Forbes, which tracks, has a rich list. They've just got him at the moment just shy of trillionaire status, $982.6 billion. So what's $17.5 billion among friends? I mean, he's virtually there, more money than you know what to do with.
Yeah.
Should we said, look at his Twitter feed. This is the biggest deal of his life. Really striking. In the last week, he has spent more time, or as much time, tweeting and amplifying and tweeting about events in the UK.
Yes.
Some of the really politically contentious events, as he has on hyping his deal. And this is something I think the context for many people, not intimately involved in the markets, will wonder about, is about the power and wealth of this man and what he does with it.
Very good point indeed, Paul. Of course, he bought X, which used to be Twitter, and uses that often as his own personal mouthpiece. Paul, thank you very much. He will be keeping a close eye on what happens to SpaceX this afternoon after it floated in New York on the NASDAQ.
Yeah, but that is insane. That is absolutely insane. I believe we're going to see the SpaceX IPO start. Well, it's going to be released in 3 minutes, I believe. So let's have a look. Let's have a look. What we're gonna see. What we're gonna see. What are we going to see? 2 minutes. 2 minutes left. Two minutes. We've not got too much action going on right now. We'll see. Are we going to see a big move in 1 minute or 40 seconds? I'm just wondering if we're actually going to see a big move as well. We could see something once in a lifetime here, but we'll see. That's it, it's open. Everything looks to be pumping at the minute. Well, we are pushing this upside. I'm going to come in for a slight position. Catch on this move. Are we going to be going to the moon? Or we're not going to see too much? Gold is pushing. S&P 500 was pushing. Let's have a look. What have we got going on? SpaceX just got listed on NASDAQ. Is it on trade? Oh, can we see any charts on TradingView? What have we got going on? What have we got going on? Not too much, actually. Why have we got nothing going on? Why have we got nothing going on? Is the chart not available? SPXC? It was, wasn't it? I'm not really seeing anything. There's literally nothing going on. Is it SPXC? SPCX? Stock market is trading the most overvalued level in history. SpaceX goes publicly today. You know what that means. SPCX. SPCX. This one. There's no graph, there's no charts, there's nothing at all. We actually didn't even see anything really. We didn't see much at all. But the question is Elon Musk now a billionaire or not? It's not a billionaire, but a trillionaire. His net worth is 985 billion. We're seeing a massive push for this upside now. Oh my days. We are looking heavily overbought though. You can see we are pushing outside of the stochastic indicator. Buying pressure is still actually pretty strong. I'm not really sure to, well, we've got a resistance level there. Yeah, very boring price action. It's pretty unpredictable right now because obviously we had this SpaceX IPO. I feel like that's actually giving us pretty mixed signals. So yeah, we don't want to be obviously trading on that, as we'll most likely get stopped out. There's no real actual direction of price. I think gold is actually moving up heavily in price. Gold is actually moving up pretty nicely. Let's have a look. No, it's actually pretty choppy instead. Yeah, we saw a pretty big move for the downside about 10 minutes before, and then we've kind of started to make a move for the upside. It's not really what I was expecting, not gonna lie. Iran just published the exact list of the terms. "27 minutes ago. I mean, there's nothing going on. Like, Glint is broken today. Glint is absolutely broken today. We're not getting any real direction of price. I mean, judging from the moves we're getting here, I believe we'll most likely be in for a continued move towards this upside. So we'll come in for a slight position on that. On Sui and Athena as well. I don't want to see the downside now. we're in kind of like we're in kind of like an uptrend right now. You can see we've had the high, a low, and then I'm looking for a high in this area, so just around here somewhere. Liquidity wise, what we're looking like for Bitcoin, 64.3k is where we are looking for on Bitcoin. Currently at 63.4, so we've got about 1k to go towards this upside, but we'll see. I mean, I'm not too sure. Like, I was expecting a lot more volatility. US market open, we didn't really get anything at all. And now that obviously we had the SpaceX IPO, there wasn't much movement either. We were getting entirely positive news today, and there was actually a lot of talks between the fact that we've got new rules established and things start looking better, but obviously, well, for Bitcoin and for the market, we've not seen anything. We've not seen anything at all. Like, there's been no movement whatsoever. Initially, yeah, we had that first move towards the downside, but then we had some kind of a consolidation, and then we did start pumping up to this upside. But now I'm looking for a new high to be made, as we currently are in kind of like a uptrend structure. You can see we've made the high, low, and I'm expecting the high to kind of be within this range for the upside again. Not looking too nice. Any tiny price action obviously defeats the whole purpose of this upside move. Yeah, I mean, I'm looking for the upside. I'm still looking for the upside. I want to see that higher high being created. There's like that slight final bit of buying pressure currently. We'll see if we can actually make this higher high. That would be very nice. But let's refresh it, see how much time we've got on this candle. We've got 5 more seconds left. 5 more seconds. We want to see a continuation. We want to see that continuation. It's not looking strong at all. It's actually looking very weak. "30 seconds left. I mean, I wasn't actually expecting this to continue. I was literally just about to obviously close the trade and come in for the downside, but somehow I've actually managed to continue pushing. But we'll see if we can actually make this higher high. We're actually reaching outside of this range again for the stochastic, so we are leaning to the overbought side. To the overbought area. Somehow buying pressure is still in the market, which is kind of concerning a little bit, but yeah, once we actually see this higher high being made, we'll obviously come in straight away for a short position, as I don't think we'll obviously continue higher. I believe we've got some resistance in this zone. You can see rejected previously, rejected, 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 and then we may get a rejection here. And then we get a jump like that. I mean, it's good for our trade, but then at the same time, how can I kind of, you know, maybe look for the downside? I think that's it for that move. We've got a rather large rejection there, so I will be coming in for the downside now. Yeah, this upside is not looking strong at all. So you can see, obviously made kind of like a high, but then we got heavily rejected. You can see the size of this candlestick. So ideally, I want to be looking for a deeper move now, maybe even surpassing these lows, but we'll see. We'll see. Obviously, we could see a low right around this area, so about 63.3k. Somewhere along the lines of there. Indicator wise, I'm expecting a continued move towards the downside. MACD does look like we're obviously the momentum may be shifting towards the downside. You can see buying pressure was kind of weak in this area, stronger in the midsection, and then kind of weaken out, and we may be shifting now kind of more heavily towards that downside. So we'll see. Stochastic also looks, well, we just dipped into the overbought zone, so you can see now that is kind of peaking off as well, and we are leaning for this downside move as well. I would like to see a deeper move, obviously past kind of these lows here, but we'll see. We'll see. So indicator wise, we actually have just come in for a crossover on the MACD indicator. Now I am looking for the downside to continue. That would be actually very, very nice to see. But strength index wise, well, it looks like buyers are still kind of in control. You can see we're at a level of 52. So buying pressure is slightly outweighing the selling pressure. We kind of need to drop below the 50 zone for sort of a nice indication for this downside. Yeah, MACD just came in for the crossover, so it looks like selling pressure is actually increasing right now. We did actually get this inverted hammer candle, so, and we have the big bearish candle in the obviously the next candle down. This will get up. What does that even mean? What does that mean? Yeah, we are kind of leaning to the downside now, but slightly. Buying pressure is actually still pretty strong. We were actually coming kind of into, slowly we're coming into that 50 zone, but obviously we stopped at about 51, 52 and a little bit, and yeah, we are now maybe shifting towards the upside. Let's refresh that, see how long we've got on this candle left. That's it, there's no more time left on that candle. Yeah, I'm gonna close that, Now once we get this high again, I'm going to be looking for another short position. So if we actually break through, well, we've actually got a pretty major resistance level here. So you can see previously rejected from this area here, there, here as well, here as well, here as well. And I believe we've just got rejected again. Now, if we do actually clear these lows, then we'll most likely be in for the downside. Most likely be in for the downside. Nasdaq's actually pushing very high. Oh no, it's not. It was, and then we came in for that dip there. No data, so we may see that chart soon. Are we going to clear them lows? RSI actually did just come in with a level of obviously under the 50 zone. So I believe we'll be in for a deeper move now towards this downside. We're looking very nice. We're looking very nice for the downside right now. Oh, we're looking heavily, well, we're dipping into the heavily overbought zone though, on stochastic. MACD momentum is kind of still for the downside. Oh, I believe that might not have been a good position. RSI looks to be rising. Buying pressure is still there, obviously. No, that was not a good position. But I mean, RSI is actually getting weaker, you can see, by each kind of wave that we've got. I believe we'll get a deeper rejection though. We'll get a deeper rejection. No, that's just too much. That's too much. That is way too much. Well, we are oversold on the stochastic. Momentum is still for the downside. That just bounced on that local might take high. I mean, we're getting rejected. We're making lower lows now. Lower high, sorry. 53. I mean, we've still got a lot of actually potential to come up for a deeper move on the upside. So MACD just crossed over, I believe. We may be breaking this level of resistance now. Yep, we just broke it. That's a pretty big move, not gonna lie. We've actually got quite a lot of distance to cover actually. Stochastic's leaning into the overbought zone though. Could be a fake out, could be a fake out. I mean, buying pressure right now is actually pretty strong. You can see RSI, we're actually doing pretty well. But we have actually just crossed in on the MACD, so we may be leaning to the downside. Stochastic is looking pretty overbought right now. So a slightly higher move towards the upside could bring the stochastic in a pretty well, heavily overbought zone. So we may be, I'm looking for the downside right now. I am looking for the downside right now. I'm going to short that. Looks like stochastic could be curling off to that downside now. Yeah, selling pressure's coming in now. So we want to get a deeper move towards this downside. We want to get a deeper move towards the downside. Candle time wise, let's have a look. What have we got? 10 seconds. 10 seconds on that candle there. We want to get a rejection on this level now and a move towards this downside. You can see we are kind of struggling. The buying pressure is dying off. The sellers aren't obviously letting that price come even higher. Yeah, and stochastic does look heavily overbought right now. We're in the 90 zone, 91. I think that actually did just drop in price. So we may see oh, never mind. Well, have we got anything interesting going on X? Let's have a look. The White House official says Iran has agreed to a performance-based deal that would require major concessions before receiving any sanction relief. If I put 1,000 into SpaceX today and SpaceX eventually reaches a 5 trillion valuation, I make another 1,000 to 1,500. Yeah, okay, nobody's getting rich. Nobody's getting rich. It's been 2 years since Trump's Butler shooting, and he barely mentions it anymore after weaponizing it to win the election. That's crazy. That's, bruh. Surely that's AI. Yeah, let me just break my leg to catch a ball. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea. Great idea. There we go. That's the kind of downside move I was waiting for. But of course, I want to see a deeper move. I want to realistically be coming into kind of this mid section. That would be very, very nice. You can see buying pressure is kind of dying off right now. We want to be continuing even deeper towards this downside. RSI is still looking strong though, 62. 62. That's it. We want to get a deeper move now. We want to get a deeper move. I feel like we've become actually, well, we've come too sharply towards this upside. So currently, like I said, I am expecting more of a move into kind of this midsection here for the price, and then we obviously continue back up towards the upside. So stochastic is now just about coming into this range. MACD may be in for that crossover right there, but we'll see, we'll see. RSI has actually just got a little bit weaker. We were at a level of 62. Now we are, well, we just dipped into the 58, 59 zone, 58 zone. So we want to see, well, actually buying pressure is decreasing, you can see. Every time we kind of lean into the white zone, well, previously anyway, the white zone of the buying, obviously the buying does get lower. The buying pressure is not as strong. Buyers not as pushy anymore. So then comes in obviously the selling pressure, and then obviously we get that stronger move. But right now, buyers are not too strong. Sellers are not too strong. You can see the selling pressure is not obviously fully done. No, the buying pressure. The buying pressure is not fully done. So it was kind of you know, getting weaker, but then we're seeing more kind of, well, the buying pressure is not finished doing its thing. We're still in the overbought zone on stochastic indicator. MACD does look like we are kind of heading towards a shift in momentum towards the downside. That is definitely not what I wanted to see. I'm looking for stochastics to be obviously coming in the oversold. Wow, this is just insane. Yeah, I might have to. I mean, look how heavily outside of this indicator we actually are, though. If we continue even higher, we are ghostly. Well, I'm gonna put the stop loss just a little bit above. This is kind of the zone where we can either continue higher. Oh my days. Oh, I can't stand this, honestly. We just keep continuing this upside. Like, I mean, stochastic looks bad. Stochastic looks bad. Literally just kind of, you know, bouncing on the on this overbought level. And we kind of was here as well, but we still made that move. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to. We've got 6379, 6396, 6393, and 643. Well, we'll come in for that long on there. We'll claim the liquidity, and yeah, we'll see how we are after that. So pretty nice position from for Athena. You can see it's kind of bouncing, so we're expecting a bounce even higher from there. That's a pretty good. It looks pretty nice from there. Sui may not. You can see previously, this is the area we actually started moving for the downside. So we might not see that continuation for Sui right now. I believe Bitcoin will obviously continue up until we claim this liquidity at 64.4k. We're moving, we're moving. Let's look at previously where we was at for Athena, liquidity wise. What have we got going on? Yeah, so we'll most likely touch this same cluster, so we'll actually, well, that's a pretty okay area where to put our take profit. So have we actually seen now a shift towards downside? Yes, we have. Fantastic. So yeah, I can't honestly. So when I enter, it's like I've got nothing. I've got no words. So Bitcoin is actually in for this move, well, slightly for the downside, but previously we actually did see the same thing, kind of where we came into kind of the 50 zone, but then, well, stochastic still looks heavily overbought. We had slight selling pressure, but then obviously we continue this move. So I'm just waiting until I can get in a better position for obviously Athena as well. And then we will be coming in for the upside to continue. Right guys, I will leave that position there and I will be back very, very shortly. So we're looking a lot better than we did a couple minutes ago. We're actually we was actually very close to the liquidity cluster on Athena, right there. So it does look like we're going to be coming in for a sweep. And the next liquidity zone I'm looking at would be in this upside at 187k. We're maybe failing to surpass this high, but we are okay on the RSI. We're in a 52. The stochastic looks good as well. We seem to be rising to the upside again. And MACD does look like it's about to come in for a crossover towards the upside again. So selling pressure is currently fading, which is a very, very nice sign for our trade right now. So that Bitcoin trade did actually exit. There we go. That's a good sign. We jumped. It was down 1k, and now we're up about 1.2k. So yeah, that's really nice to see. $1.5k. MACD is still good. We're still it still looks like we've obviously got the momentum there. RSI looking strong, very strong buying pressure right now. 1.6k, 2k. Will look like we are going to be continuing. Well, stochastic looks okay as well. We're not in the overbought zone, so we're currently okay. We are approaching that zone, so we might obviously be in for a slight move to the downside in a couple of minutes. But for now, buying pressure does look pretty nice. Yeah, so we are actually leaning into the overbought zone on the stochastic indicator right now. So obviously we may come into kind of this zone where we had the previous high and then continue the move to the upside. You can see previously we came back into that zone where we previously had those highs. So we kind of retested this resistance level and then continued even higher. So we'll see. Buying pressure is actually still pretty strong. We're at a level of 68, so we're not in the danger zone just yet. Stochastic is approaching the overbought area though. But as previously seen, we kind of obviously in this area as well, we kind of bounced on the stochastic overbought side, came in for the downside, bounced again, and then we'll most likely do the same here as well. So we could see a move even higher. So we're at a level of 63.9k. I am looking for that level for Bitcoin of 64.4k actually, where we do have all of that liquidity sat. I think Athena may have just swept this liquidity cluster that we had. Yeah, it has. So Athena did just sweep that liquidity cluster of the 250, 260k. We've got more building in the upside at 0.081689. So we are currently aiming for that liquidity of 0.082998. And I believe that may be where Bitcoin's major liquidity for Bitcoin is currently sat. So for Bitcoin, we have obviously 64.4k. So you can see right there, that's where most of it currently is sat. And we're getting a continuation of this move. 2.2k already. Very nice. Well, you guys, to smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. And if you guys also obviously want to trade, then on Everdex we actually do have something very, very nice that has recently obviously just come about. So if you obviously check that link, click it, and then obviously you'll be taken to this page, and then you go to trade here. So you obviously hover your mouse over the trade logo, and then you go down to funded trading, and here you can actually get funded trading accounts. So the entry for this account is 50 USDT. Payout, obviously the profit share is absolutely 0%. So everything you make on them trades, you get to keep for yourself, which is crazy. Now, max leverage is 3x, and the max drawdown is 3%. So you do have a nice chance of actually making some money. So yeah, that link obviously is down in the description below. If you want to check it out, you can do. Obviously, you can trade crypto here, you can trade stocks, you can trade gold, oil, obviously silver as well. We have Forex coming very, very soon, which I am super excited for. And I will be, obviously, I'm looking forward to having a trading session with you guys on Forex. So I do like Forex myself. I do like trading gold. Gold is kind of my favorite to a trade. I do obviously trade on Everdex. I do trade by myself on obviously on MetaTrader. So yeah, gold has been my favorite for many years. So yeah, you can obviously trade for yourselves on Everdex. So when trading on here, you can obviously have affiliates where you can invite your friends, and then you get rewards for obviously commission based and things like that. And then you have an academy where you can have courses. So for $35 a month, you can obviously learn all these things. Crypto beginner levels, you've got crypto digital asset trading, affiliate marketing, personal branding course, finance, TikTok mastery, YouTube success formula, Instagram growth. There's so many things, all for the price of $35 a month. That is literally a gym membership. So yeah, that's definitely something worth checking out. Also, obviously, when you are trading, you have prize pools. So on all your trades, you get these little points, and it's like XP, like on a game. So you obviously you get your XP, you get rewards, and that's exactly what we've got here. So you get your rewards, and then obviously you go to competitions. And for example, obviously this challenge is coming very, very soon. So it's a 200,000 USDT prize pool. That is insane. And obviously you've got the chance to win Apple Watch Series 11, iPhone 17 Pro Max, 2TB, and AirPods Pro free. And then obviously you get these little milestone challenges where you can claim your 100 USDT. And then obviously you've also got, let me have a look. It's crashed out on me somehow. Oh, we're at 2k on that trade. We're at 2.6k on that trade. That is crazy. We're still continuing this move. We are still continuing this move. Oh my god. 2.7k. 2.7k on that trade. We are pushing. We are still pushing. 2.7k. I'm looking for that liquidity cluster of 64.4k for Bitcoin to obviously claim it. Currently, we are in a position on ENA, Ethereum, and SUI. We're looking good. We're looking good. We're looking strong. So currently we're at 64.15k. Now I am looking for that level of liquidity, like I said, 64.4k. We are actually very close. It's just right there, right there. So you can see for Bitcoin, 64,338 is the first liquidity cluster, 40 million. And then we've also got 64,432. We'll come in for a cheeky position on Bitcoin for 64,432. I want to get a nice little dip, and then we'll come in for the trade. To obviously come in for that liquidity sweep. So now currently I am waiting for obviously sellers to step in, push this price, and then obviously when we get to like the lower end on the stochastic, and obviously we start coming in for the upside on the MACD, obviously momentum will be shifting towards the downside right now. And yeah, we'll obviously wait for that, and yeah, we'll obviously enter when we start seeing this next move for the upside. So we may see it around kind of this area here. So we'll see. Let's have a look. We may be coming in for a move towards the upside now. Stochastic still looks overbought, but you can see buying pressure is actually still pretty strong. Buying pressure is still pretty strong. We'll come in for a long position on Bitcoin right there. Obviously, if we do come for that position right now, we will obviously take it. But then if we do continue lower, and obviously we make kind of this dip on obviously the stochastic, then we can come in for a position on Pudgy Penguins as well, so kind of make up for the distance and the loss that we've made obviously from this kind of, if we do see the dip. But yeah, like I said, right now I am aiming for the liquidity that we have at 64.4k. But we'll see. If we get a dip, we'll come in for another position to obviously claim this distance obviously that we've lost from Bitcoin. But we can obviously still see a continuation up until that 64.4k. So we'll see. I'm looking for 65k. If it just slice for 100, we could see 65k. We could see 65k. Obviously, what have we got going on actually? Well, obviously the war situation is getting a lot better, so this may be an indication that Bitcoin actually might be coming in for, a nice and genuine move back up towards the upside. Because right now we're actually heavily pushing for the upside. which is pretty interesting to see. What about gold? Gold is currently kind of consolidating. We did actually see a massive move for the upside, which was at 1752. Let's have a look at that move. Yeah, so this is the exact move that we saw from Bitcoin as well. You can see a big push towards the upside. That is exactly what we saw for Bitcoin, not for Bitcoin, sorry, for gold as well. So I'm not quite sure what happened at that exact time. We may have had some news that we may have missed out. Glint is not working for me today. I obviously normally use Glint as my kind of news source, as it is very fast and it does actually give me a little chime, a little sound when we do have some kind of major news, something impactful, something critical. So yeah, obviously I do keep the I do keep Glint open. It's a nice terminal, and for some reason today it doesn't want to work. So yeah, we may have missed that news source, or something definitely important had to happen for the price obviously push that hard. So we'll see. So yeah, the liquidity cluster is just there, 64,432, and that is currently where we are coming for Bitcoin. Buying pressure currently does look very strong. So yeah, we are still moving for this upside. Yeah, so Sui saw a slight move to the downside, and then the continuation. Let's have a look at Athena. Yeah, Athena's actually just seen kind of like a dip right there. But yeah, we want to see that continuation for Bitcoin as well. I believe Ethereum saw the same kind of move. Yep. So yeah, like I said, I want to see now a continuation surpassing this high, and well, claiming that liquidity that we have. You can see the level is very, very close. We are kind of, well, I'd say we're a quarter of the way already to the position to the take profit. Sorry. So we have of the three quarters left, but we'll see. If obviously buyers actually do step in a lot more aggressively now, we will see that liquidity being swept, and yeah, obviously we'll have a pretty nice and successful trade on there. But we'll see. $5.52. I'm gonna have a look on X, see what this news was surrounding this. Obviously, that time frame that was obviously we saw this massive move towards the upside. We're breaking them highs now. We're very close to breaking them highs. And we've broken. We are in 3K profit right now. 3K profit. We're actually super close to this liquidity now. Let's have a look on liquidity Bitcoin glass. Yeah, you can see it's right there. It's right there. 64.41k. We are getting closer and closer. Yesterday, we actually saw an insane move, an absolutely insane move for Bitcoin. So obviously, we was coming for the downside, and then we were 1 pip. So obviously, the liquidity was, let's say, at a level of, well, let's say 64,432. Bitcoin's price came to 64,431, and then we saw an explosive move in the other direction. But obviously the price isn't exactly that. That was just obviously an example, but that was entirely due to the fact that Donald Trump did make a tweet saying he's gonna suspend those attacks. So he's not gonna be obviously dropping the bombs on Iran yesterday evening. So yeah, we saw a massive move towards the upper side. 1 pip away, 1 pip from that liquidity cluster. It was actually pretty large. It was 140 million, which was just insane to see. It coming that close, and we just see a massive candle, obviously going very, very explosive. But yeah, it was unfortunate. But Glint was we had a little problem with Glint yesterday as well. I didn't get the notifications. I didn't obviously get the news. So that's why we actually did lose out on a pretty hefty amount. Gold is pushing, so that was Bitcoin, sorry. Not too much going on for gold. I would be looking at gold in the session, but obviously I've got some important plans for tonight, so we will be ending the session a little bit short today. So once the trade goes through, then obviously I will be leaving you guys today. So yeah, you'll have to tune in for tomorrow's session, which will be at looking to 4 p.m. so 8 to 9 a.m. Eastern time. So obviously get your notifications on and tune into the live session tomorrow. Also obviously check out Everdex down in that description box down below. Look, we are super close to liquidity, super close. it's just not claiming it. It's not claiming it. It's super close. Very close now, very close. It's going to be a 4K trade, I believe. It's going to be a 4K trade. We are so close. So close. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. It's just, I feel like it's now joking around. It's just kind of dancing in this price range right now. A little bit left, tiny bit. So it's $100 in price approximately, 132 actually. My take profit is at 880. You mean 64,880 or what's 880? Let's have a look if we've got any liquidity in the higher region. So maybe just there. We need some more buying pressure to kind of push this price. More buying pressure. That's what I want to see. That's what I want to see. Let's see it. Let's see it right now. Oh, I've actually dropped a little bit from the 3K. We've dropped a little bit. I believe that may be Sui. That may be Sui that's dropped. I'm not sure which of the... it may have been Ina though. It may have been Ina. Yeah, look how close we are. Look how close we are to this liquidity cluster. Super, 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 super close. Very close. It's actually crazy how close it is. It may not be. Yeah, maybe. It's just a lot smaller now. Like the movement is a lot smaller than we previously had. But yeah, I want to see that liquidity being swept. Let's have a look on X, see if we've got any anything interesting going on. Maybe Elon Musk has actually hit his trillionaire level. Let's have a look. I've got the live net worth here. Ooh. Somehow he's lost 1.5 billion. I'm not sure how, but yeah, he's valued at 981 billion now. 981.1 billion, and that's 1.5. That's a 1.5 billion dollar decrease since prior trading day. So that is slightly questionable. Slightly questionable. People are treating SpaceX like a once-in-a-life opportunity, but if you invest 11k today, SpaceX needs to reach 3.5 trillion just for you to make another 11k. For context, Microsoft's entire market cap right now is 2.858 trillion. SpaceX makes it public market debut with 75 billion offering at $355 per share, marking the largest IPO in history. Shocking new reporting from CNN reveals how Donald Trump has once again been duped by the Iranian regime. Donald Trump is possible the worst negotiator. There's no way this is actually real. Donald Trump is going off on Iran for leaking terms, supposedly bogus terms of their deal to the fake news. Well, that's not good at all. That is not good at all. Oh, we're sitting in 2K now. I want to see that liquidity being swept though. Oh, even worse, 1.9. Do we take the 1.9 and call it, or Do we wait for this liquidity to be swept?
Real steady. Let's break close. The floor feels sweet. Side by side. Still gonna be. Tiny goes tall. Hides a queen. This is us. Clean and free.
Athena's actually moved heavily to this downside, you can see. Yeah, we're looking heavily overbought though, so we may be in for that push back up towards the upside. Should we slightly increase that position? Looks like we may get that continue. Well, I'm looking for the continuation on Athena. Definitely. Ooh, a deeper move.
Still gonna be.
We actually need to see more buying pressure, and I believe the end of this kind of selling pressure wave will be coming to an end now, and we may see that continuation up until that liquidity cluster that we have at the top side. I mean, Athena's actually just currently, oh no, it just jumped to the downside. It's just jumped. It is pushing though, it's pushing now. $1.6K. Now we want to see that liquidity being swept right now. And Athena obviously continuing this upside move. It could be a 4K trade if obviously we actually see Athena coming back up from this kind of rounded move that we actually just saw from it. You can see. So we actually, well, this is where we entered, approximately there somewhere. And yeah, we just see that rounded move, and then now I am expecting to sweep this upside for Bitcoin as well. Bitcoin is actually pushing, which is good, but we want to see more pressure. Ethereum's doing well as well. That's why Athena's doing well. Ethereum is actually obviously, well, not Ethereum. Athena is actually Ethereum based, so it will have a pretty strong correlation to Ethereum, as obviously, well, like I said, it is Ethereum based. So we've actually seen a relatively correlated move, obviously on Ethereum and Athena. Athena is growing. Athena is actually pushing. Not as much as, well, Ethereum's actually kind of lacking a little bit. But like I said, I want to see that liquidity being swept for Bitcoin. Yeah, it looks a bit weak for the upside. It looks a bit weak. Question is, could this be an area where we actually start moving towards the downside, or we maybe even, you know, not sweep the liquidity that we have in this upside? Just a little push. It's a little push. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm not asking for a lot. Oh no. Athena's actually coming, well, nearly to our price level, which is pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, buying pressure for Ethereum looks okay, and it does look like we are transitioning from this downside, looking to come in for that crossover, and then obviously potentially coming and claiming this liquidity that we have in the upside. But yeah, we are so close for that crossover right there. Bitcoin is still running to the downside. Obviously, still looking slightly overbought. Oh, that's it. Athena's gone. Are we actually gonna move for the downside now? Well, this upside move is looking a lot less probable now. I believe I'm going to come in for a position once we hit this downside on the stochastic for Bitcoin. Athena is currently at a 0 on the stochastic on the obviously the orange, the blue level, and the orange level we're at 2.4. So yeah, we may actually start leaning to this upside right now. I'm going to come in for a position on Athena right now though. We're looking heavily oversold. Ethereum as well. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. We may see a little bit more selling pressure on Bitcoin though. The Athena is within profit right now.
Keep it slow, simple words, steady flow.
It was.
Left, right, breathe, move, feel like.
Buyers are going to actually start stepping in any minute. We're seeing kind of like a rounded off area on Athena. Athena does want to come for the push shot, Ethereum as well. You can see we are heavily oversold right now. Selling pressure is decreasing, so buyers are going to start stepping in. So this was a heavily seller controlled area that we had. You can see momentum was for that downside, so looks like we are shifting in momentum towards the upside as well. Yeah, Bitcoin looks heavily oversold right now as well. We're going to come in on this low. We'll do 64,432 as well for Bitcoin, so let's have a look. 64,432. Let's see if maybe we've actually... Have we swept it? Oh, so it's 64,390. We want buyers to step in now. Liquidity for Bitcoin is in the upside. And I believe it's the same exact scenario for Ethereum. No, Ethereum is actually downside, 1.67k. And then for ENA, well, we had this cluster here, 157k. And then this bigger cluster in the upside as well. Not currently looking too fantastic. Not currently looking too fantastic on this trade. Yeah, look how oversold we are right now. Heavily oversold. I'm going to put TP at this low here, as I am aiming for this upside again. Same for obviously Bitcoin. We don't want to be coming past that previous low. And then for Ethereum, same kind of scenario. Previous low, TP above. Oh, it's a 1-to-1 take profit, but there's a pretty big push there. Can we get back into that zone? Can we get back above our entry level? We actually are starting to lean for the upside. You can see we're actually coming outside of the overbought zone. Stochastic indicator wise, selling pressure is decreasing, so MACD momentum may be shifting towards the upside right now. And then yeah, we are obviously coming up in a strength index, so strength is actually increasing of the buyers. Now ENA is currently within profit. You can see a big impulsive candle there. So ideally we want to be coming up to this level where we have our take profits. Ethereum's doing a little bit rubbish right now. We want to set a crossover. We want to set a crossover, momentum shifting towards the upside, and then we'll be looking nicer. We're falling heavier though, we're falling heavier. Not good, not good. I mean, I was looking for the transition towards the upside, but we've not got it yet. We've not got it yet. I want to see that continue. I want to see that continuation for the upside. I think Ian has just been stopped out. Yeah, selling pressure is still very strong. Ian might take profit 0.0786. 0.076. 7860. Oh, so just there. So you're looking for the downside. You're looking for the downside. Yeah, we're gonna have to close them. Honestly, it's just not what I was looking for whatsoever. Well, that's that. So I appreciate every single one of you for watching. That will be it for today's session. We are a little bit short today, so yeah, make sure you guys check that link down in the description below. That will take you to Everdex. Now, as always, I will